Latin American and Caribbean Cultures, a brief introduction. LS402 is a journey into contemporary Latin American and Caribbean cultures through the reading and discussion of politics, customs, art, music, and cinema. This course is taught in English as a writing intensive. It fulfills the 2A category of the Common Core and the writing intensive requirement, but not the foreign language requirement. It all started when the Portuguese and the Spanish voyagers arrived in America. In order to avoid conflict between the Spanish and the Portuguese, Pope Alexander VI drew a line from north to south to allocate the eastern region for the Portuguese and the western for the Spanish voyagers. This division created a variation of terminologies such as Ibero-American, Hispano-Americano-American, and Latin American. In this course, we will discuss these and other issues mostly in chronological order. First, we will spend time with pre-Columbian cultures in Mesoamerica and South America, including the Aztec, the Maya, the Inca, the Tupi, the Guarani, and other Latin American indigenous people. Then you will learn about cultural activities of the natives by viewing reports and reading accounts from Europeans who traveled to South America in the 16th century. From those accounts, you will learn how these indigenous cultures differed in their stages of development and daily activities. Then we will move on to colonial life and meet important figures who left their legacies, such as Inés de la Cruz and de las Casas. You will also learn about the causes and consequences of independence movements and leaders such as San Martin and Bolivar. After independence, the dynamics changed and there was a power shift from Europe to America. The local literature began to take shape in the new countries that were being formed. During 3 weeks, you will be introduced to Caribbean, Hispanic, and Brazilian literature. You will read short stories and from these 3 regions in different languages. Later, the focus will be directed to art and architecture as you meet famous painters and architects, view and interpret colorful paintings and architectural trends. You'll also learn how Latin American cinema and theater have expanded its production in recent decades, have become socially critical, using the media to influence and change their reality. You will enjoy reading great poetry and finding out about Latin American celebrations different from the ones in the USA. The final weeks of the course will present the diverse Latin American music and its vast range of instruments, genres, sounds. You will enjoy listening to Hispano-American, Caribbean, and Brazilian music. Finally, the focus will turn to the influence of Latin American population in the United States and their contributions that have enriched life and culture in the US and globally. Assignments. There are various assignments you will be completing. Weekly discussions in the discussion board worth 15% of your final grade. Discussions you will participate in analysis and interpretations of the lecture notes, critical readings, video clips, and so on. There will be self-assessed quizzes after each reading to reinforce the understanding of the text and in preparation to the quizzes. You will have 3 quizzes, each worth 5%, totaling 15 of your final grade, where you will demonstrate your knowledge of the subject covered in class. You will write 2 short essays, each worth 20%, totaling 40 of your final grade. The first essay is about an influential individual in Latin American history. The second essay could be about a contemporary person connected to culture, a review of a book, a performance, show, film, or play, a lecture, or a museum exhibit related to Latin American cultures. You will write a one-page peer review, 10% of your final grade, on one of your peers' first essay. You will write a reflection paper, 10% of your final grade, describing the research process, the creation of an essay, writing a peer review, and making connections with topics of the course. And finally, you'll work on a group project, collectively and individually, for 5% of your final grade. We hope you enjoy this panoramic view of Latin American and Caribbean culture, and I'm looking forward to a joint learning experience.